feathers against the snow. The first snow of winter fell like a whisper, soft and endless, covering the city in a white hush. Perched on the ledge of an old clock tower, a small gray pigeon named Lumo tucked his head into his feathers. The wind bit at his wings, and the streets below were slick with ice. Somewhere far beyond the rooftops, past the frozen river and the skeletal trees, was home a warm wooden loft where his flock waited. Lumo had been blown off course days ago, caught in a storm that scattered the pigeons like leaves. Since then, he had flown alone, guided only by the pull in his chest that told him where home was. But winter was cruel. The air was heavy with frost, and food was scarce. Each morning, he woke with his feathers stiff from cold, wondering if his wings could carry him one more day. On the third day of his journey, he found shelter under the eaves of a bakery. The smell of bread drifted out, and a kind baker tossed crumbs onto the snow. Lumo ate quickly, his tiny heart warming at the thought that kindness could still exist in such a frozen world. But he could not linger home, was still far away. The days blurred into a rhythm of flight and rest. He crossed a frozen park where the pond was a sheet of glass, and the trees stood like silent sentinels. He braved winds that pushed him backward, his wings aching with every beat. At night, he dreamed of the soft cooing of his flock, the rustle of feathers in the loft, and the gentle warmth of being surrounded by his own kind. Finally, one pale morning, the wind shifted. It carried with it a scent he knew: dry straw, seed, and the faint musk of other pigeons. His heart leapt. He followed it over rooftops, dusted with snow, past chimneys puffing smoke, until he saw it, the old loft, its wooden beams glowing in the winter sun. He landed on the ledge, trembling from exhaustion. A familiar coo answered him, and in moments, warm bodies pressed against his sides, welcoming him back. The cold still howled outside, but inside the loft, it was nothing more than a distant murmur. Lumo closed his eyes, safe at last. Winter could rage all it wanted. He was home.